When I reaffirmed myself to Christ about a year and a half ago, I didn't have this sudden rush, this sudden feeling washed over me that I was different, that the Spirit was inside me and I was just full of joy and everything was different. That didn't happen for me. It didn't happen for me because I had already been saved decades before when I got baptized. The problem was, it wasn't that the Holy Spirit needed to be washed over me. It was already in me. But it was held dormant because I didn't carry my life the way a Christian man should. I lived in carnality, kind of like the Corinthians. And even though I was always told everybody I was a believer, I didn't walk that walk. So the Lord just kind of had the Spirit sit there, just sit inside me, maybe give me some protections when I really needed, but it wasn't revealing itself to me very much until I decided to make a different choice. So that different choice came a year and a half later on Easter of 2024, when I finally felt convicted in my heart that I needed to come back to Christ. I needed to really learn what it was like to be a Christian man, not just a cursory one. And I started to read the Bible every day and books like The Purpose-Driven Life and other Christian books. I started to pray. I wasn't very good at it. I've learned to be much better. And I started the walk. And it was a whole year of that. I didn't feel God. I didn't feel any major change in my life. I was going through more tribulations, actually, which I found out later why. And it just was hard. And but I stayed the course. And that was where God was like, okay, you show you're going to walk the walk. Show you want to find me. Seek me, and then I'll reveal myself to you. And he finally did. About 6 months ago, it came on me like an explosion. And it's been blowing up and blowing up and blowing up even more. And now I get it. And I feel God with me. I feel the Holy Spirit. I feel the joy, even though I still have my problems. But I trust in him and I've surrendered everything to him. And now I do service like I've never done before. I'm leading hundreds of volunteers and doing community outreach service at our church. And more projects coming every day, it seems. I spend so much time at it that I've decided I want to commit my life to doing that for Christ. But I couldn't do it as an employee of the church. They just didn't have room for that. They didn't have an extra salary they could take on, I'm sure. So I decided to try and just fund my own ministry with it, fund my own salary, if you will, so that I can do this full time. This is not a fad. This is why God finally released himself to me. This is what he did. He put me through training for a year, and then he's brought me with all the gifts he's provided me and allowed me to really expand myself for the kingdom of Christ. And this is where I need your help. I'm asking for you to please help fund that for me so I can just do this and nothing else. I want to commit myself completely to the mission of community outreach and all of the things it does for the homeless and people in need. I've really got a passion for this. I also want to really be an inspiration for men, young men especially, the previous generation, and show them by example through my own walk. And I need your help. I got laid off from the job that I had a couple of weeks ago because of, there wasn't enough work here for construction in Denver. And now I think the timing's right. And I think God's telling me that too. But it'll be put into fruition by your generous donations to help me achieve that goal. So if you would go to the link that I have on this video and please donate what you can and help me reach that goal. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and God bless.